Greetings, defenders of the vault. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 31, Target Practice in the Rain. At the moment, we have a extreme female psychic droner, which is been a real pain. This thing has been around for quite a few days now. So a week and a little and change. And we no longer have the explosive that I want to set it up on. I do still plan to try to use the chem fuel chain explosion here, with the understanding that it will almost certainly not be enough to really do a significant amount of damage. So the plan is to make some mortar shells. And I was gonna make, I think I'm actually gonna make 20 high explosive mortar shells, and then use those high explosive mortar shells against the mechs. And I'll have to run the chem fuel a little bit lower, because I was planning on putting the endergrain here, which would easily affect all the mechs, but like I'm gonna have to put the shells like here or something. And the idea is to have the shells explode, do a lot of damage, and then start sniping whoever survives. And then if we do need to use incendiary lances, I have those as a last resort. We have 3 charges of incendiary lances. So yeah. We'll consider that. You think the Hussar needs goat juice? We'll need goat juice in 40 days or so. So yeah, it's to keep an eye on for sure. Sprinkle EMP shells in there for the shields. So the thing about using EMP shells, and I don't necessarily disagree with you, but they only really work once. Tagos, thank you for the resub. And I think you're thinking of the number 72, but thank you for the resub all the same. Come on, you're a developer. You must know. Never mind. Basic math. I don't know. Maybe no. I thought you were Asian, man. Where's your math skills? So yeah, we will cook up some heat tolerant and poor social. Yeah, it's actually, well, they break even, don't they? Yeah, I mean, heat tolerance not bad considering we live in like a volcano, but I don't know. What was I going to say? Wow. Yeah, so we'll try to prepare for the mechs, but I do think that there's like a decent likelihood that a raid will come, and if a raid comes, we'll just like weaponize the raid against the mechs, because that's far easier and far less expensive. So I think what I want to do, I'll leave the chem fuel out there, because it's only like 20 chem fuel or something, right? It's 14 chem fuel. So it's not a big waste if I let the chem fuel just, you know, expire. But the plan is to build all the shells, and then once the shells are done, then we'll take action against it, because Inu and Scorpio are both suffering from the psychic drone. And we're going to want to remedy that at some point. And Louie, thank you for the cheer. Oh, sorry you're stuck with mobile data. Ah, Thrumbos. Ooh, and 4 of them. So that's no joke. Yeah, let's absolutely do Thrumbo hunting. And in that case, I'm going to need to switch weapons. So where is Smelly? Aggro, grab Smelly Love. And break, grab... Actually, let's try an assault rifle. Break's ability might be high enough that assault rifles are fine. Just checking up on all the prisoners. They are all legless or spineless, which is correct. It's at the moment clear. Oh, it's clear in volcanic ash. I see. I thought it was foggy, but it's not fog. It's volcanic ash, which is different. So, what is the light level outside is 0? So we're going to be in a bit of a disadvantage if we attempt to fight in this light level, which is a little sketchy when you're considering we're fighting like Thrumbo. Oh, well, you're slow. So maybe what'll have is Flip will stay out of this fight, because my worry with Flip is Flip does not move fast. especially not in marine armor. So I'll have Flip sit this one out, and I'll send 3 other shooters to clear some Thrumbo. Because we need the leather, we need the meat. So this is definitely worth it. Wake up the animals with the animal pulsar? I could do that. My only concern doing that, however, is I don't want the Thrumbos to be ruined. But I certainly could weaponize the Thrumbos against them. That's actually a really good point. You know, I realize is they don't have any flame-based attacks. So I will finish this one off, and I will take your advice, and the other 3 Thrumbos will be weaponized against the mechs. With that in mind, let's go ahead and stop making shells. And I think what I'm going to do instead is I'll do a IED trap. I'll make an IED trap and then reinstall it down there, and I'll just like put IEDs down instead of shells. So reinstall, and really all it needs to do is clip the mechs. It doesn't actually need to do a lot of damage because the animals will be doing the damage. And I might want to wait until these visitors or whoever they are leave. I like how there's an eclipse. Like, how would we even know? We can't even see the sky right now. So break. I'm going to have you move 1 fuel. Alright. So the plan is to, and let me update this, use the Thrumbo to kill mechs. I'm going to wait for these guys to pass, and then I'll have everyone on base lockdown and wake up the mechs first, and then piss off the Thrumbo. They're about to pass. Let's have you not do the caravan forming. Alright, schedule. Everybody's going to be forced inside. The front door is closed. Aggro, I'm going to have you do the honors of waking them up. And as you can see, the chem fuel acts as like a fuse. Each one setting off the next one until it will eventually set off the IED trap. And all we have left to do is, once we're inside, hit the animal pulsar, which is here. And I should really set the animal pulsar, like, aside somewhere different. But whatever. Hit the animal pulsar and just let the animals on the map tile wreak havoc. So break, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unrestrict you and have you build the walls so the animals will only seek out the mechs as a target. And the fire will set off the trap, I'm fairly certain. Alright, base in total lockdown now. With no valid path. Here we go. Oh, don't rain on me. Game, for real, screw you. Like, stop it. Seriously. There we go. Alright, they're woken. It didn't do a lot of damage. It damaged a few lancers and scythers. Not a big deal. Alright, break. Go hit said pulsar. And now we've got a few bunnies, rats, and the Thrumbo, as well as an emu or two to press the mechs. I don't think the animals are going to win. Thrumbos aren't that strong against, like, all the centipedes that are out there. But the idea is, now that they're awoken, once the animals lose, we'll have our shooters take aim, and bring down the remaining targets with long-range weapons. I kind of wish the Thrumbos wouldn't duke it out with the Scythers, because it's like a complete waste of their... Yeah, okay, that's all they managed to do. Very, 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 very little, honestly. Well, that's fine. We'll make it work. So I'm going to wait for the rest of the animals to die off. And then, the other thing we could do, hypothetically, is to set up a mortar in order to deal with the remainder. To just shell them until they attack us. But I'd rather just snipe, because I think I'll get more... it won't be so hard to just snipe them down. And cheers! Madsen, thank you for the resub. And cheers, Crimson. Alright. Stay inside. So trying to snipe them with the Centurions up is going to be a little tricky. Because these Centurions are giving them cover, obviously. So we'll try to sneak bullets in between that. But it looks like all the animals that had been aggroed are downed. So let's get to it. I think I might force Flip to wear a duster over marine armor so that Flip can move at like normal speeds. Because there's a bit of a disadvantage moving too slow in this case. And then I'll allow Flip to like put the armor back on later on. Also for reference, 5 more days until Breakfire can sanguinate. Well, that's probably the wrong term. Can make Scorpio a vampire. And Scorpio, you should probably not beat the fire out. Go back home. The one easy way to do this is to burn a charge of the lance. The Insanity Lance. Oh, and Scorpio, thank you for the gifted subs. The issue, I would say, is like the Centipede Blasters that are left are just going to... I mean, they're just going to get bogged down. I don't think it's probably worth burning a charge unless we take the Centurion's shields out. Because really, if we made one insane, it's going to die without us being able to really do anything, taking advantage of that, because we won't be able to like fire on any new targets. So I think the best plan here is to pick out specific targets when they're outside of the dome shields and just like tear them up. Like this centipede. And I know we're almost certainly going to get a few shots, like they're going to land some shots from the Centurion. That much I know. But as long as we're persistent, we can whittle down their numbers. It'll just take a while. And the Lancers are probably the ones I'm most afraid of, because they're really long range and really high damage. And we don't have the best of armor yet. Which means it wouldn't take much to tear us a new one. I think, however, I'm going to dismiss them for now, because it's raining and our accuracy is going to hell over super long distance with not very high quality weapons in rain. Might as well just wait for it not to be dark and not to be rainy. Because it's both dark and rainy, and that's really not any good. The other thing is, we only have about a week until Breakfire needs to go death resting again. You know, actually, Break, you wear the marine armor, because you will still move fast enough even with it on. Oh, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Just fix it. I undid the forced wear and then, but this is tainted stuff and I don't want to set up a bill for him specifically. Volcanic debris. Can you just land right there? Oh, wow, that was oddly close. And this is why I'm happy that we're in a mountain. When you're already in the volcano, it can't rain volcano on you. Well, I mean, it probably could, but let's pretend it can't. So we have only a certain amount of time until these Thrumbos are wasted. Thankfully, it's like kind of cold out, so it's refrigerated temperatures, but we have about 3 days before they rot, maybe a little less, and I would really like to butcher 3 Thrumbo. So I'm really hoping that we have the opportunity before it's lost. And in fact, one could even argue the cost of a single Psychic Lance charge is worth it. So if I see a good time to use like Agro's charge of his lance, I'll use it if I think we can get the Thrumbo, because selling Thrumbo horns will more than pay off the cost of a single lance, is my thinking. Okay. Well, it is still raining and still volcanic ashing and really not good weather to try to fight. I wonder if it will, like, ever become a good time. Like, am I waiting for something that will never happen? Maybe I should just, like, bite the bullet and fight them as it is now. Is my mic acting up again? I don't know. You tell me. It's funny, I have like a replacement component getting delivered tomorrow to try to fix some of the issues. Alright. I'm getting back out there. I don't think through firepower alone we're going to be able to bust through Centurion shields. Seems unlikely. I really wish, you know, actually, let me do this. I have an idea. Oh, too heavy. Come on. All right, you. Seriously? It's one. Fine. Cancel. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to set up like a chunk barricade, but I wasn't able to like caravan it correctly. There's one. Come on, Flip. Join the fight. Yeah, Centurions really, like, made this fight a lot more annoying than it otherwise would have been. Maybe if we get lucky, we land enough, like, hits, we'll be able to break the shields and then take the Centurions out, because that would change this fight entirely. I really can't make a lot of progress until the Centurions are dead, but the Centurions don't do a lot of damage on their own, so they're really not worth insanity lancing. If only the unique weapon was an EMP gun. Yeah, the problem was that revolver had, like, terrible range, so it would not have been useful in this instance either. Because those unique weapons are limited to the range that they can shoot. They're not, like, magically EMP over forever distance. One of the shields are broken. But of course, just by chance, the one that broke fell behind, and now I'm dealing with the other one. Alright. Here's our chance for actual damage on the Centurion. Nice. So the only things that can hit me at 46, which is roughly the range that they have, right? Like the range of a needle gun is 45. It's actually 45.9, I think. But basically is the Centurion's like AoE cannons, the auto fire cannon, which is not particularly strong, and then the singular pikeman. So in a super long range fight, I'm not at like all that high risk as breakfire gets hit in the torso. But he's a vampire, so like, you know, it's one of those, he'll be fine. Oh, aggro lost a finger. Luckily, we have bionics for that. And the other thing I need to consider is, like, any mental breaks as a result of the extreme psychic droner. Which is to say, I will periodically offer them breaks. So I'm going to send them inside, and then also consider a bionic arm as a fix for aggro. Lost a finger, get a whole new arm? Yeah, it's just RimWorld problems, honestly. Because in RimWorld, without mods, there is no bionic fingers. Or even prosthetic ones, for that matter. God, the weather sucks. So, the good news is, this Centurion's half dead, this one's like a third dead, or a quarter dead. It's only a matter of time until we take them out, and once we take them out, the rest are going to be pretty easy, I think. Yeah, if you're wondering why I don't include, like, EPOE, which is the mod that adds, like, bionic parts for everything, is it's, like, not really all that balanced. The bolt gun of conceit. It's accurate, but, like, who cares? I'm not taking anyone's waste. Unless, wait, hold on, let me check. There was one caveat, which is if it was a cure for red mist, we'd consider it, but no, there are no cures there. Do both you and Scorpio go unconscious with the implantation, or only Scorpio? For the insanguination? I think for the gene implantation, there might not be a coma. No, there would be a coma for Scorpio. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've done vampire stuff, though. Alright, well, that's all the combat we're going to get done today, sadly. And we'll have to pick that up for tomorrow. Hey, Phantomus, thank you for the resub. Ah, your trigger finger got blasted off. That's a lot of lost manipulation for a tiny little wound. I mean, that's ultimately the problem with the recon armor, right? There's not a good way to cover your hands and feet and neck in RimWorld, meaning hands, feet, neck, nose, eyes, injuries are frequent. Just the way it is. And we're definitely getting cooped up in the base. So it's a dry thunderstorm now. It's no longer raining. Our accuracy won't be as negatively affected. So I'll get back out there in just a minute. And keep on the good fight. Looking for an opportunity where, like, a Insanity Lance would be most effective. Because we've got 1.5 days. Oh, really? You got struck by lightning? Are you freaking kidding me? Come on, Randy. Like, for real. He got, like... Just... Can you chill? You don't need to hit me with lightning. Like, play fair, please. Man, I'm trying to target stuff that, like, I'm able to shoot. Oh, we got hits on the Molitor. For when the Centurions are kind of, like, out of range. Ashes lasting forever? Yeah, it's been only 3 days, actually. It just feels like a long time, because it's super annoying, given the, what we're dealing with right now. Alright, I don't think we need to shoot that Lancer anymore. It's just an now. It has no arms. Poses no threat. It's a headbutter. Ooh, that looks like a nasty shot. Rib cage deep. Not everyone can hit it. I'm really thinking of just, like, burning an Insanity Lance now. I think if one of the centipedes wanders up to me, I'm gonna do that. Once it wanders in the range. Oh, are you just... Stop getting hit, dude. I know you're deathless, but... Come on now. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna lance the blast. Really? You're coming to attack me? Like, seriously? Game. There we go. Now the problem is, of course, this only really neutralizes a blaster because the blasters themselves have pretty horrid combat capabilities in melee, so it's really not doing a whole lot in terms of, like, thinning out the horde. It might have, like, damaged some Scythers, possibly. Yeah, it was exactly as ineffective as I had thought it would be. And I also see that Inu is about to have a break, so I'll give them all a break. I'm just hoping to take down a... Oh, there we go! The Ash is gone. Hoping to take down a Centurion before we have to back off. These Centurions are really the annoying things that are stopping me from crushing this group. Alright, break time. Don't eat there. Bitism, thank you for the resub. And we should be combat ready pretty soon. Those wounds were pretty superficial. So this Centurion's basically dead, and this one's like more than halfway dead. So it shouldn't be too much longer, although I am worried for the Thrumbo. I think my worry for the Thrumbo was valid when I said that I suspect this method wouldn't work. And it doesn't really seem to be working all that well. Alright, Inu, please do not get addicted. So we're about to lose daylight, so maybe I'll try tomorrow. I'll try a big push tomorrow to get them cleared. Because the Thrumbos are spoiled in like 15 hours. It's not a lot of time. I'll probably just burn the other Insanity Lances on... Well, there's not even a good target for it. That's the problem. This Charge Blaster wouldn't be a terrible target for a Lance. Possibly. Alright, we're just going through all of the research. Not even really thinking about what I'm queuing up, just doing it. And then once it's daybreak, I'll try to get this cleared, although it will be pretty challenging. So 2 of the Thrumbo died more slowly than this one. So even if one Thrumbo rots, the others might not. There's a chance. But we've got greater than 50% visibility outside. So Inu, go eat. Flip, go eat. And then we'll try to crush the remainder of the mechs. Alright, hitting the blaster. There we go. Okay, Centurion down. That was important. Now there's only one left. Oh, the pike is got us focused on though. We just got to take out the pike and the other Centurion. So it looks like Inu and Flip, I'm going to change your spots here. I know Inu doesn't haul, so I'll have Flip do it. Okay, everyone aim for the Centurion. You better not try to nibble on me. It keeps, like, dipping out of range. It's annoying. I'll choke up. As long as I remain outside of the, Lancer range, it should be fine. And there aren't too many Lancers left. There's like 2 with actual weapons, because one's been disarmed. We're really putting the super fast wound healing to the test with Breakfire, as he's like taken every possible wound from this fight. But then this next volley, that Centurion should probably die. Why is it raining again? I live in a volcano. Stop. What is with this, like, unseasonable rain? It's like rain isn't supposed to happen this often. This is ridiculous. And it's absolutely massacring my accuracy. There we go. Okay. So with both Centurions down, the rest of the targets here are just like sitting ducks. They're not really going to pose much of a threat to us. In fact, the pikeman could be shooting at us and just, like, hasn't even targeted us for some reason. Perfect. So, it's official at this point. We just whittle them down. As long as we don't let any of the Lancers get close, we just get to plink on them. They don't even bother shooting back. Now the question is, will we be able to do it in 3 hours? Ooh, God, probably not. And it's not worth, like, running in there like a lunatic to try to, like, grab that. So, one Thrumbo will definitely rot, unless we get, like, a cold snap right now. We'll try to keep the others from doing it. Stupid rain. We can't hit anything. This is ridiculous. Oh, you know, we might not get any Thrumbo. Looking at the timer on the other ones, it's like 7 hours left. And thanks to the horrible inaccuracies due to weather effects, I'm not really able to clear this group out with any efficiency. And it's not worth, like, running in there and trying to, like, blitz it. The potential loss doesn't outweigh the risk. No, don't eat the... Oh, great. The monitor lizard there went crazy. You know what? Actually, hold on. I take back what I said. Only because all of their long range has died. All they have left is a Militor. I'm not going to be able to bring the Thrumbo all the way back to the base. But I might build a quickly Ninja Butcher. I don't know. We'll see. So break, Inu, flip, cover, aggro, go in for the Thrumbo. You've got 0.9 hours. While, like, Scythers are trying to kill us. Come on, guys. Get him. Alright, where... Butcher... Butcher... No, not lunchtime. The most intense butchery? Yeah, he's dodging bullets. 5 hours on the other one? Break. Oh, no, stop trying to eat. Fine, drop your meal, I don't even care. Break and flip are hauling. Inu, you can consume this meal. This one would not have made it back to the freeze. Oh, God! Sorry. Composure. Inner Zen. Literally butchered in my arms. For the love of God! Well, 2 of 3, or rather, 2 of 4. Or 3 of 4, rather. Not bad. We got aggressive and poor artistic. Great. We got Hitler. I really wanted Hitler genes. These other animals are going to go to waste. Solar flare soon? Yeah, I mean, probably. Luckily, Inu should be butchering them in just a second here in a minute. Or in a minute. Something. I don't know. Soon, hopefully. And let's switch weapons back to our normal. So that if, like, I get attacked out of nowhere, I don't have a bunch of incorrect weapons. Because that would be not so good. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.